Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Cricket Whataboutery with me, Maheshwaran. In today's episode, we are going to look ahead to the India's tour of Ireland and England for the upcoming T20I series and discuss the potential for Vaibhav Sooryavanshi making his most awaited India debut in the next few days. So stick around to find out what the team combination looks like, how you want to change it up, where would Sooryavanshi fit in to the overall scheme of things. Before we begin, I think let's recap what happened in the India's cricket landscape over the last 2 weeks. I think the big story was Suryakumar Yadav got sacked due to his poor returns in the last couple of years. I think Shreyas Iyer has returned to the team in a majestic way to captain this side. I think if you look at his T20 career, the last time he played a T20 for India was back in December 2023, and due to our middle order plethora of players that we have, I think he and Rajat Patidar had found it very, very difficult to break into the team. Now with Sky moving out, I think it's an opportunity for Shreyas to kind of take over and show us what he is going to offer from a captaincy point of view and lead us to potentially an Olympic gold as well as another T20 title. In terms of other Indian cricket news, I think we had the Afghanistan series just get over. I think we kind of won them hands down. I think there was no surprises there. I think a fun fact there is India have played Afghanistan for over 18 games internationally and we have not lost a game. We have one no result and one tied game in the Asia Cup. Apart from that, I think we've always done well against Afghanistan and there were no surprises. We had a little India A series going on in the Sri Lanka with Afghanistan A as well. I think that series was a little bit disappointing from my personal point of view. For simple reason was that I think we kind of struggled in that series. We barely managed to win in the first game against Sri Lanka. I think it was more Sri Lanka losing it than our team winning it. Then in the Afghanistan game, I think we put on a good total, but I think Afghanistan played really, really well and chased that total down. And then came the third and most discussed game of that series where we couldn't get over the line in the super over, and then there was a lot of pushing, shoving and shouting that happened, which I think is unwarranted in the game of cricket, that too with a 15-year-old involved. Then I think our team got it together in the final game and put us into the finals. And then in the finals, so Vaibhav took matters into his own hands and wanted to showcase that to everyone, not just to his opponents but also to his own team members, that he is playing in a league that is cut and above everybody else. I saw it ball by ball when he was batting and it was a treat to watch. I think his intent was from ball one was to hit the boundary of every ball, and we saw that with that 11 ball 50. Then in the next 17-18 balls came another 44 runs and then he got out, and the rest of the batsmen kind of struggled to get the momentum going. Overall, it wasn't a good series for our potential India candidates, to be honest, except for Vaibhav. I think Rituraj scored an 100, Tilak Verma got a couple of 50s. But overall, the senior pros like Ruturaj Gaikwad and Tilak Verma, who've been pushing the case for selection in ODIs and test series, I think they should have showed their mettle a little more. Personally, I felt Tilak Verma struggled for momentum. I think he couldn't grasp with the slow nature of the pitches in Sri Lanka. So that was a slightly underwhelming performance from our batters. And I don't even want to discuss the bowling in that series. It was quite underwhelming. Moving on to the next interesting stuff, I think we have the India tour of Ireland and England coming up for the T20I leg. We have 2 games with Ireland and 3 games with England, and we have the inclusion of Vaibhav Sooryavanshi in the India squad. Before we dive into the potential of where would Vaibhav Sooryavanshi slot in, I think let's discuss the squad in itself. For the top order, I think it's the usual guys, Abhishek, Ishan Kishan and Sanju Samson. And for the middle order, we have Shreyas Iyer, Shivam Dubey and Tilak Verma. I think we'll be missing Hardik Pandya at his usual number 6 slot. He's been struggling with injuries since the IPL and he's at the center of excellence to recover. Wishing him speedy recovery as well. Nitish, who was supposed to fill in Hardik's shoes, I think he's gotten injured as well. So wishing him a speedy recovery as well. So that gives an opportunity for someone like Shedge to take a place and prove himself. I've been following his career since his Bombay Premier League days in 2024. I think he's kind of shown the mettle that he has strengths both with ball as well as the bat. He had a pretty good IPL, but he had a pretty underwhelming series with the A team down in Sri Lanka. He batted pretty okay, but I think his bowling was downright poor and did not have the returns to boast about. Then we have the rest of our spin bowling group with Akshay Patel and Washington Sundar rounding out the all-rounders. From a spin bowling point of view, I think we'll be missing Varun Chakravarti this time due to a toe injury, but we have Ravi Bishnoi in the squad. And from a fast bowling point of view, we will have Arshit Rana, Arshdeep Singh, Prasidh Krishna, and Prince Yadav rounding out the 50-member squad. If you look at the starting 11 for the first game against Ireland, I think the first 3 slots will obviously be taken by Abhishek, Samson, and Ishan, followed by Shreyas Iyer at 4. Then we will have Tilak Verma at 5. I think Tilak Verma is batting at least a spot or two lower than where his ideal position is. This is a spot that can be occupied by the player like Rajat Patidar, but I think Tilak has done well in the last 2-3 years. I think he won us the Asia Cup against Pakistan. I think due credit to Tilak, he deserves a spot in the Indian team. So for now, I think I'm good with him at 5, but I think he's still batting at least a spot or two lower than what is ideal for him. Then we will have Shivam Dubey, and Shivam Dubey will be expected to fill in some of Hardik Pandya's responsibilities with bowling. I think we all know what he brings to the table in terms of power hitting and countering spin in the middle overs. Akshay Patel will take the slot 7. I think that's an ideal spot for Akshay Patel, and we can come in the middle. Slot 8 would be taken by Washington Sundar because we know Gautam Gambhir prefers to have a lot of all-rounders in the team for some reason. So Washington Sundar will find a place in the squad. Slot 9 will be taken by again another talented cricketer, Arshit Rana. Slot 10 would be Arshdeep Singh, and slot 11 will be Prasidh Krishna. That will be my starting 11 for the first game. Then for the second game, I think ideally we will have at least one of our top 3 sit out and have Vaibhav Sooryavanshi play that game so that he gets used to playing against international teams before he gets a game against England or any other game down the line in 2026. Second game would also be an opportunity for someone like Shedge to come in and then show us what he's capable of, because Hardik Pandya is a very, very big shoe to fill in for anybody in Indian cricket. I think we don't appreciate Hardik enough. Only when he's not there, I think we will feel his pinch, exactly like how we did in the 2023 World Cup when he missed out. I'm a huge Hardik Pandya fan. I think we are going to struggle to find another Hardik Pandya. We will find Virat Kohli's, we will find Rohit Sharma's, we will find maybe even another Bumrah, but an Hardik Pandya is a treasure. I think we need to cherish as long as he's playing. This gives the chance for somebody like Suryash Shegde to come in and show us what he's capable of. So from an England tour series point of view, I think England has also put together a very, very good squad. It is a squad that is as close as possible to their T20 campaign squad earlier in the year. So in terms of prediction for the 2 series, I think the Ireland series will win it hands down 2-0, and with the England series, I would like to see Vaibhav Sooryavanshi play a game against England, and my prediction is that we will win that series as well 2-1. So that's it for today's episode of Cricket Whataboutery. I'm looking forward to seeing Vaibhav Sooryavanshi making his debut in the next few days. Tell me which slot would be ideal for him and who will he replace? I think that's the big question everybody wants to know, because everybody in the Indian team plays really, really well. Taking somebody's spot is not that easy, and I think Vaibhav has to earn that spot as well. So thank you so much for watching the episode. Let's see how Vaibhav performs, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Cricket Whataboutery with me, Maheshran. Thank you.